Hey everyone, this is Mystic with the Gunpla Network, and today we're going to be reviewing the high-grade Nobel Gundam from G Gundam. If you're interested in this kit, you can find it over at Canadian Gundam. They have flat rate shipping to the US and Canada, and an option of a private warehouse. Don't forget to use your code Gunpla Network to save 10% off your entire order. The Nobel Gundam is super pretty, so I was very excited to finally get to build this. And I also built the God Gundam recently, so I have the full set now. When I opened the box, there were very few pieces, so I wasn't really sure what to expect with this kit while building it. But I did know that most likely this kit was going to be a lot smaller than the rest of the high grades I've built, and that it's not as bulky in general. So let's get into the size comparisons. Here we have it next to our tiny SD Freedom. It is definitely shorter than the high-grade Freedom. And it's absolutely towered over by my Master Grade Freedom 2.0. Now moving on to the articulation of this kit. So her hair is one giant piece. It is on a ball joint, so it has a lot of movement. You can lock it into place up here. The neck joint does allow the head to rock back and forth pretty far. Really decent back and forth. You can move the shoulder joint as far as you can until the ball socket pops out. And completely spin around. It's got a full bicep rotation. And the arm bend is stopped by the armor. Hand is on a ball joint, free movement there. Can rock back and forth a little bit. You could spin her torso all the way around if you really wanted to. She's got a tiny bit of ab crunch. These side skirts flip up. Back skirt is completely in place. Had some problems flipping the front skirt up without knocking off the little front piece, but if you hold on to it, it flips up just fine. Front kick is only stopped by as far as the skirt will go up. Knee bend's pretty good, it's just a single joint. Back skirt does stop the back kick, but you can move it out and over a little if you want the foot back more. Full splits, the leg joints in this kit are actually really good. Even for being only a single knee joint. The leg rotates, so you can put it in as many cutesy poses as you want without any problem, which I really enjoyed. Her high heel is on a ball joint, so it has some free movement. I did have some problems with losing the foot here and there. But there is a second joint right there, which makes for amazing foot articulation. You just have to be careful when moving it around because the leg piece is a full connected piece right out of the box. So the ball joint does not stay in there very well. Now let's look at all of the accessories it came with. It came with this stand. I don't like these stands at all, but I'll probably use it for her just because I'm running out of stands. It's got different options for heights and angles. This little piece is to hold the beam ribbons down on the stand. It doesn't really have anything that connects to the stand on the bottom of it. So it just kind of slides around. So you just slide the beam ribbon into this little slot right here. You can get 2 beam ribbons in there at the same time. It's just really hard. It is a nice little anchor though. Then we've got the wide ribbon, the really thin ribbon, which is my favorite. And there's also this really short curly one. It also did come with 2 that look like they're just supposed to be your typical beam saber shapes instead of the ribbon, but I don't think I'll use these. I think if I want her to have beam sabers, I'll just give her one of my 20 I have in the living room. You have to fold this little piece at the end to get it to slide in there and hold. It felt really weird. I was concerned about the durability of these beam ribbons. I thought they were going to be super easy to break, but I've gotten them caught on her so many times and just yanked, and they haven't even torn, so I was wrong to be concerned about them. They're actually pretty sturdy. She came with a lot of hands. She has the open palmed hands with the thumb out, which is very cute. She has 2 of those. She has 2 hands for holding beam ribbons. We've got a little peace sign hand. And it came with 2 hands for the God Gundam, actually, to hold her up. One of my biggest complaints about the hands that this came with for the God Gundam is that they are incredibly loose. They don't stay in very well. But I didn't damage the inside of his arm or anything because his other hands stay on really well. And lastly, we have a little plug to put her on stands. She doesn't have the normal slot like some of them do. It fit really nicely on the stand that she did come with, but it does have a tendency to spin a little on my other stands. And last, let's look at all of the stickers it came with. All of the white on the sailor collar in the back and up to the front is all 3 different stickers combined. They all fit really well together. Then you've got a standard set of eyes. You've got a little green piece at the top of the V-fin. This piece here had what appeared to be 2 options, a sticker that wraps around, or a little sticker that just goes in the middle of the bow. I like the wraparound sticker a little bit more. We have a very shiny red garter sticker that wraps all the way around her leg. And she also has a matching red choker collar. Overall, this was a super easy kit to build. A lot of the pieces were already together. The whole entire bottom part of her leg is one solid piece right out of the box. It did make for very little seam lines. Just a couple joints with seam lines mostly, or where the kit rotates. She does have a few spots to panel line. It's not a whole lot. This kit is pretty simple. I feel like the articulation is pretty good though for how simple this kit was. I really loved the beam ribbons. They were not easy to break like I originally feared they would be. And they are absolutely beautiful. They are a little hard to work with. The learning curve's a little steep on that one. I did not click right away. I started getting better towards the end here though. I think this is a really good kit. I really enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy having a more feminine style Gundam on my shelves. This will definitely be one that I am reposing and learning the beam ribbons more and more as time goes on. Although I don't think I will be posing her with the God Gundam holding her. That pose is a little weird. It makes her arm look weird. The hands don't stay on very well. It was cute in theory. Execution was a little weird for me. they can still have some cute poses next to each other. This is more of a kit where I think if you're interested in the Noble Gundam at all, you should get it. If you're not, might be one you can pass up, unless you feel like you need it to complete your collection. But alright, I think that's going to do it for this review of the high-grade Nobel Gundam. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to keep building.